This video is sponsored by Blinkist. Click on the link below to get free access to thousands of non-fiction book summaries. Daymond John is an American businessman, investor, author, and motivational speaker. He is best known as the CEO of apparel company FUBU and as an investor in the television show Shark Tank. He has an estimated net worth of $300 million and has invested in over 60 companies in the show, many of which have done incredibly well with his help. So today, let's talk about Daymond John's 6 rules of success. Number 1. Put yourself first.
When they wake up in the morning, they don't answer any emails. They will not answer any emails for the first hour. Most of them will not answer emails for the first hour. Because if you wake up in the morning answering emails, you're answering everybody else's damn problem. You don't get an email saying, remember all those problems I called you about yesterday? Well, I solved them and I'm sending you a check. That just doesn't happen, right? So if you wake up in the morning for the first hour, don't answer anybody's email. You can send out as many emails as you want because remember, your inbox is your defense, your outbox is your offense. They also will not go on to social media. They will not. Why? Because everybody on social media is skinnier, sexier, wealthier than you, and they're all just as screwed up. They're just lying. Right? So you get social media depression. You start off your day thinking about everybody's problems and depressed on why you can't be like everybody else. Right? Instead, they set goals in the morning. They read goals or they find a place that they are one with spiritually, their family. They're focused on what they want to accomplish in life and they find the time to be by themselves. Because if you wake up in the morning, you have all these emails, you have a cell phone, you have a bunch of things there. The kids got to go to school. You turn on the radio, the world is blowing up again. Then you go to the office, you're speaking to people, then you go to a dinner. You're never by yourself. And they take time to be by themselves and home in on what they want to accomplish.
Number 2, build a community.
Every single product, every single brand, service, or whatever, you built some form of a community first. And because you want people to talk about your brand when you're not in the room. You know, you want people to be ambassadors and go out there and share the information. And they're only going to get that when they have this one-on-one connection with you, not when they've been serviced by a provider who's trying to, work for 10 other people at the same time. So it's all about building community, building brand. And that's what people do. I mean, I call FUBU the first hashtag of clothing, right? But that's what you're doing today on Instagram and on social media. You have some people out there that have, 10,000 really amazing followers. You have some people out there who have 2 million followers that will never buy from them. Right?
Number 3, be a real boss.
They feel they want to do it, but a lot of times they have the wrong motivation. They want to be the boss to tell everybody to go get them coffee, and they want to come in late.
That's not what being a boss is.
Nah, being a boss, you up earlier than everybody else, and you go to bed after everybody else, and you thank everybody for your success, and you blame only one person for your failure. Also, you're the only one at risk. Most bosses have, especially if they're their own entrepreneur, they haven't paid themselves for a long period of time, and they have everything in their life leveraged because you can't tell your employee, I'm not paying you. I mean, they're coming to give you the best effort they can so they can feed their family. So you gotta put that work in. And and most bosses have failed, or entrepreneurs have failed a bunch of times before they ever found success. So a lot of people don't know what that is, and a lot of people don't understand what it is until they finally get into it. But what I do find is the ones who are entrepreneurs and bosses, they found a need that was missing in the market or a pain point that they felt somebody's got to solve this problem. They keep thinking somebody else is going to do it. Nobody else does it. And they say, you know what? I'm going to do it. And they have this passion or drive to keep solving this problem. So they'll even have a day job and do this at night or vice versa, but they'll do whatever it is to keep solving this problem. And before you know it, they're like, wait a minute, I'm starting to make some money. It's
Right.
infectious. And that's the difference of being a boss or somebody who just wants to be a boss.
Number 4, take care of your health.
We all talk about business all the time, but the aspect of health is the most important part, and nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about it. And most businessmen and women, you go around and you're traveling all the time, and it's
Eating
not
whatever,
easy to eat the best things. Then you're at 2 and 3 dinners a night. You're drinking because you're bored with a lot of people. You're drinking because you're happy because you're off. You're not sleeping. You're in between climates and things of that nature, and then all of a sudden it implodes and you have nothing left.
Number 5, take affordable steps.
Don't go to Vegas if you've never played blackjack and start off at the blackjack table with $1,000 a hand. What do you think is going to happen? Well, but if you go to Vegas and you play $1,001 hands, what do you think the outcome is going to be? You're going to learn. You're going to be able to grow. You're going to realize if this is something for you, if this is something that you don't want to do. But no matter what, you will not lose a fortune. You will lose only a little. You know, I closed FUBU down 3 times from 89 to 92. But many may say, well, you closed it down. I say, I restarted it 3 times. Why? Because I only ran out of $500. I could then restart it with another $500, restart it with another $1,000. So remember, take affordable steps, whether it's in your education. You don't need to necessarily go to a big business school and spend 4 years if you just want to get a quick curriculum, or go and intern someplace, or do whatever the case is, or whether it's with your cash, or whether it's with growing your staff. Don't hire 10 people at the same time. Make sure you hire 1, and then all of a sudden you get to learn from each other, and then hire 2, and then 4, and then 6 and 8.
Number 6, there is power in starting at zero.
If you gave me $20,000 at that time, and I heard that LL Cool J will wear my stuff for $5,000, and the director wants $5,000 to wear it, they're getting the money.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're going to wear it. But I got into 30, 40 videos with $0, right? Because I had no way to do it, and I had nothing to lose. You couldn't take anything from me. I didn't have anything.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So
you couldn't even give me your shirt.
Right.
You took it back.
I took it back, right? And I said, I got you later,
Yeah,
right? Old Dirty Bastard said, you got me now. But you know, when you're working with the power of broke, it does a couple of things. Number one, it makes sure that you learn the process yourself. You can't afford to hire anybody else. So all those people out there who pay $40,000 for a website when it really costs $5,000, right?
Or you can leverage it by bartering or something.
Whatever the case is, right? So you have to learn the process. And what happens during that period of time of learning the process is that when and if and hopefully you get to the point that you are successful, nobody can tell you lies. You can't have somebody say, well, I'm not going to tell you about shipping because, you know, you're firing me and I got to go work it out yourself. I said, get the hell out of the way. I've been doing this for 8 years myself, right? You know, you get and you learn the process, number one. Number two is because you don't have a lot of capital, you focus on the only thing that you can do. You don't drown in opportunity. You don't take a bunch of money and go, oh, we should try a bunch of stuff. Here you go. Here's 10,000 here, 10,000 here, 10,000 here, 10,000 here.
Go.
Yeah, you go. All right, what are we going to do with this hat right now? You know, so that's the process. And that process is very, very important. Also, you learn and it brings out the character of who you have around you when you operate the power of broke.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you're busy, let's open a business today. Let's go take a $100,000 loan. Well, what happens when the money goes away? Because when I didn't have anything, people worked with me for free, and I saw who rose to the challenge. I saw who jumped ship, right? I saw who was problem solvers and problem creators, and that's the process of activating the power of broke. Because to tell you the truth, the people who activate the power broke more than anybody else are the people who are successful, because that's how they stay successful.
Most of us know that one of the most important things about creating a successful life is to learn the habits and the skills of highly successful people and incorporate them in our own life. But most of us are busy, especially those who are working hard at a job and coming home to build their business. I see you. So to help you in this journey of self-improvement, our sponsor for this video, Blinkist, wants to make it easier for you. Blinkist allows you to get the main concepts of a book in 20 minutes or less. They gather the main concepts from over 3,000 non-fiction bestsellers in over 27 categories and gather them in easy-to-consume reads. Now, the best part is that you can read it if you're more of a reader, but they also have audio explainers that help you understand more about the core ideas. And since it's in your phone, you can take it anywhere. You can consume a book on your way to work or while working out at the gym. And even if you're flying, because you can download and listen offline. See, over 14 million people are using Blinkist already to grow their knowledge on finances, business, leadership, self-improvement, mindfulness, happiness, and much, much more. The reason why I personally like Blinkist is because it's so simple to use. All you have to do is open the app, search for the book you want, and that's it. You'll be reading or listening in less than 20 seconds. And now, Blinkist has teamed up with popular podcasts to blink those too, so you can get the main ideas of a podcast even faster. Listen, if you want to expand your knowledge and make sure your time is well spent, then Blinkist is the place to go. And I was able to get 100 of you guys a whole week of Blinkist absolutely free when you click on the link in the description of this video. You can try it out and cancel if you want, but if you decide to keep learning with Blinkist, you'll get an additional 25% off your full membership on top of the free week. So to claim your unlimited free 7-day access, make sure to click in the link in the description of this video and start leveling up your knowledge. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.